I come from the country, so the influence that the climate change is having on me and my family is mum and dad are still on the farm out there, and often, a drought's identified in the city. The weather people say, oh, the drought starts today. Well, mum and dad have been in a drought for 2 years by the time the nation's decided that it's a drought, and the drought's getting longer and harder, and then winters are getting shorter and wetter sometimes. So that's a huge impact on my family and a lot of my friends who are still living out there on properties. I travel a lot, and I've only started travelling later in life, and the thing that worries me about climate change is, as I said before, the extreme weather conditions and those things that are they're happening, I guess. But I remember sitting at home on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day when the tsunami hit in Indonesia, and Dad came in and said, oh, I think 1,000 people have been killed on a tidal wave, and we all went, oh, for God's sake, we're on the farm, what would Dad know, what would the news know? And then we sat there and watched it get worse and worse and worse, and I kept on saying, I've been there, those poor people, they don't have the resources to know how to know what to do, and then after that there was all the recriminations of the developed countries, and why weren't they providing help quicker, and why couldn't we do more for them and quicker, and why weren't we there, and why did all the media outlets know but the emergency services couldn't get there? And working in that sort of a area, it's with communication changing, we hear about all the bad stuff really quickly, and it's a lot harder to get the emergency services and all those sorts of things to get in there and fix them. But those sorts of that extreme weather changes, I think that's what worries me. I mean, I said to my mum, when I'm travelling, if something like that happens, I'll be gone before you'll know I've gone before I know I've gone. That's basically what it boils down to. So.